What's up, guys? It's Jack from GrowJack Outdoors, and today it is a Thursday, so you guys know what that means. It is time for a garden update. But first, before we do that, the garden is a complete mess. So I need to weed eat, as you guys can tell, and I'll probably pull a bunch of weeds around the pumpkin plants, maybe till. I don't know. We'll see what I have time to do. It's supposed to get really hot, so it's about 9:40ish right now. It's still cool outside, so I'm gonna get this done, and here's a little montage of me doing it. That's not a good start. I just used the last piece of weed eater string, so I'm gonna go redo the string. I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Alright, I think I did it. Let's head back up to the pumpkin patch and finish this up. Now, let's get weed eating. Well, things are just not going my way today. I'm out of gas now. I'm gonna go get the gas can. All right, got some gas in the weed eater. Let's see. There you go. Alright guys, I'm done weed eating for the most part. This stuff over here is still pretty tall. I'm going to weed eat that down. Or I'm not going to weed eat that down. I'm going to mow here in a couple days, and I'll just pull the mower in here and mow all that down. But it still seems pretty tall from all the stuff I've cut down. And around the plants needs weeded real bad. I'll probably pull a bunch of weeds on this plant before we do the garden update and that plant. But this one is shaded enough to where there's not a bunch of weeds coming up. And all the weeds growing in here, I am going to make a full separate video doing that soon, hopefully, because that's getting out of control on this tiller. I haven't used that tiller since 2020 or 2021, so and the throttle cables are stuck and stuff, so I'll have to work on that, and then I'll till all this, and I'll try to stay on top of all the weeds. But for now, I'm gonna pick all the weeds on this plant and that plant, and then we'll do our garden update. Alright guys, it's late in the evening now, and AJ is actually here with me today, and we're ready to do our garden update. I had to wait till later in the night when the sun's going down,
because it was 400 degrees today.
Yeah, it was not 400 degrees, but it was 107 out today. But I wanted to wait till the evening so I can show you guys how I spray for bugs on my pumpkin plants and watermelon plants. So I have some of my spray in the back of the mule. So let's get to the garden update. AJ's gonna show you all the plants. They're getting pretty big. All right, AJ, here's our first watermelon.
It's pretty big. It's going. Okay, he's almost out of our tarp. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Fix what?
It's almost
There's a little watermelon, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a little, oh, yeah, right there. There's a little watermelon.
Hopefully that turns into a giant.
Yep. So there's our big vine coming out. That's really big.
Now
Here's our next one. I need to pull these weeds, but I just pulled these last week. They keep growing.
yeah.
Here's this plant. It has a few dead leaves on it. I need to pull all those. But it comes all the way out here. Looking good. Alright, next plant. This one's looking really good. It's crawling right over those bricks, but looking good, looking good.
Not sure what to do.
This one's getting really big. This one's made a lot of good progress.
Yeah.
Good. These leaves are looking good. No bugs. Looking good also. So, yeah.
Now let's move on to the pumpkin.
Over here, that plant's still little. But let's move on to this pumpkin plant. This one's slowing down. It's got one, oops, sorry. This one's slowing down. It's got one side vine over there. I weeded that today. But, yeah, overall, looks pretty good. It's probably 8 foot long. Now, let's do this pumpkin plant. This one is looking really good. Here, try not to walk right next to the plant. You almost fell over. Hey, you got a little something on your mouth, bud.
Probably pizza.
We just ate pizza, so he just got pizza all over it. All over his mouth. But this one's getting really long. There was actually a pumpkin on this, and I had to pull it. It was right there because it wasn't far enough out. This one is rotted, it looks like.
Pull that.
So our next pumpkin will probably be right here, and I think we will pollinate that, but take a good, what are you saying?
I'm thinking,
Here, scoot back a little bit. We don't want to compact the soil right next to the plant.
I'm thinking the next pumpkin will be
Oh,
probably right
yeah.
there.
Looking pretty good. Our stump's looking good. So,
Stumps are the strongest.
let's move on to the big guy over here. Comment a name for this plant because I always just call it the big plant. But we need a name.
Yeah.
And if you watched last week's video, I was like, yeah, we're going to have a pumpkin to pollinate next week. Yeah, that didn't happen. I tried to keep it on as long as I can to show you guys, but the pumpkin ended up rotting. That's where it was. So I'm super sad that the pumpkin rotted. But if you come down here, it is actually another one, and that one is looking good. Like, guys, I think Monday or Tuesday's video, you guys are gonna see a pumpkin because, here, let's move this chair. I have a chair sitting here that's covering the main vine in my pumpkin because my shade cloth's not big enough. I need to get my big piece of shade cloth up, but let me move this real fast.
This thing was right here last time. It went from right there probably.
Yeah, here you go. Hold this for a second. Try to get this chair out without breaking anything. Put your arm out here. Take our little twirlies off of the deal. You just got a little bracelet.
Yeah. This
All
is
right.
our biggest plant of
Now that
all.
I got that chair off, I'll show you guys the pumpkin. And you pull some more weeds around it. But look at that guy. It's looking nice and healthy. I'm going to flip you guys sideways so you can see it.
Is this
But-
weed?
Yep, look. That's looking really good. So hopefully, just
Yeah.
hopefully, we'll have a pumpkin right there. Are you super excited?
Yeah.
So let's look at this plant from this side. Got a nice runners coming off of that. Not too many weeds. Hey AJ, go get our clippers in the front of the mule. Alright, anyways, AJ's gonna go get my clippers. Go get them, buddy. This plant from the back, our stems looking good. Trying to keep that uncovered. These leaves are dying out. These leaves usually die out in the first few months of the plant, so that's nothing unusual. And these front leaves are looking nice and healthy. No bugs that I see. Those may be some little aphids, but nothing out of control yet. I can just spray those tonight. And yeah, all the leaves are looking good, looking good. Look at this side. That's looking good too. So I just got my clippers. I actually found these in the dirt laying around here. I lost them and I found them and they're still in pretty good shape. And I resharpened the blade, so let's see how I did. Make sure I'm on that screen. We're gonna just cut these right at the base over here. Show them that.
Just cut these right at
Show them over here.
over there.
Yeah, but show them. Make sure you're screening. All right. See how I did. Oh yeah, that's sharp as a knife.
Plus, we have a lot of these cutters.
I like to clean up my stump area so I have a good inspection area.
So we can inspect this stuff. Plus, I was here when we planted these. This one wasn't very big when we planted these. This one went from small to giant.
You see any flowers that bloom today?
Oh yeah.
All right, we got that stump all cleaned up. Here, don't step on the...
There's one flower straight over there that's trying to bloom.
You want to give that to Mom?
Yep, we usually give them to Mom.
Okay. All right, AJ found some flowers for Mom. We cut those off and we'll go give those to her later. He also found the tape measure.
Yeah.
So let's clean the bottom of this stump up. Just clean those little leaves off.
Let us know in the next video if you want to see our mom's flower bed. We have a bunch of flowers.
Yeah. We can show them that on the next video if they want to see it. So, on to the watermelons. I don't really know what's going on with this plant. I've sprayed it and sprayed it, but
It's dying.
these leaves keep dying for some reason.
We need to tell
I think maybe because they're laying flat. I don't know why they're starting to lay flat. It's almost like the wind twisted them up and I can't get them untwisted. So I don't really know what to do about that, but just let it kind of heal itself.
We probably need to call our Papa Leon for this problem.
Who?
Papa Leon.
Yeah.
He was in one of our videos, I think.
Yeah. We know who Leon is. If you don't know who Leon is, where can they find him on YouTube?
Garden videos. And one of ours.
Yeah, his YouTube channel is called Gardening with Leon, so if you want to see that, go search that up. Next plant. This one's actually looking really good. Way out there. That one's 3 times as big as AJ. So, then this one's probably our best looking plant.
And then we have a secret plant straight over here.
Oh yeah, that's our pumpkin plant that I had to cull, and it all died out, and then it started to come back. So maybe we'll have a little pumpkin in this little raised bed. And I want to show you guys something. I haven't really maintained the weeds around this. I just threw a tub over it, but one of our volunteer plants is growing down in there. You can see the pumpkin leaves. Is that pretty cool, AJ? And the vine's trying to climb up out of there. I'll have to weed that sometime. Alright, that's pretty much the end of our garden update. Stick around if you want to see how I spray my plants for bugs. But AJ, I think you gotta go inside because I'm gonna be spraying some chemicals, okay? So tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Alright guys, now to spray my plants. AJ headed back inside. You can see him riding his bike down the driveway. But now I use Seven spray to spray my plants. You probably heard of Seven's dust. It's dust that is used in vegetable gardens, and it's just real popular. But we actually buy these deals of 7. It's just really high-powered 7 spray stuff, and you dilute it into water. So I mixed up a whole 2 gallons the other week, and I've been spraying every week and spraying my mom's flower bed with it. So it's almost gone. We have like a gallon left, and that'll be enough to spray the plants while they're just little today. So sit in my farm and garden sprayer and pump it up. And I just drench the watermelon plants, top to bottom. Move my sprayer over here. Make sure to get every square inch of your plant on these watermelons. And there's a different method for your pumpkins, so stick around until I do a pumpkin. I'm gonna do these watermelons and I'll show you doing the big pumpkin plant. Alright, I sprayed everything else, and you can come over to this plant. I'm about to run out of spray, but I think we'll have enough for this. You gotta spray the tops of your leaves, and while you're doing that, lift up your leaves or just spray underneath it. This is the one with the aphids on it. Spray it underneath, so if you have aphids, you'll get all those covered in 7 spray, so kill all of your bugs. Don't skip this step, because this step is really crucial. So make sure to get top and bottom, your vines and everything. I like to spray my stump. Ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna finish spraying these pumpkin plants, and I'll probably end this video off. Alright guys, did you go give those flowers to Mom? But yeah, I think that's the end of today's video. A pretty successful video. I know I've said this every week so far, but I think we're gonna be pollinating pumpkins. Don't take my word, but I really think we are pretty soon. Sooner or later, we'll have a pumpkin on, and we'll be ready to grow a giant pumpkin. So yeah, another thing is my buddy, he's actually looking for a lawnmower, and he's asked me to put this on the video. He's looking for what he calls a John Deere square body lawnmower, and it's just old John Deere. The body's square on it. So if you're in anywhere in northwest Oklahoma, you have a John Deere lawnmower that is a reasonable price, email me at GrowJack Outdoors, and I'll let him know that you have one. So he'll be happy that when he watches the video that's on there. So yeah, you want to go ahead and wrap this video up?
Yes.
Alright, go down there.
Ring the notification bell.
Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.